There's a specific sound when something pure changes. It's not loud, it's not explosive, it's quiet. It's the sound of trust shifting. And once that sound happens, you can't unhear it. This isn't a hate video, this isn't an attack. This is a post-mortem, because what happened here isn't just about football, it's about identity. It's about gambling, and it's about how corporations can alter a story faster than any opponent ever could. This is Road to KPL. Kahawa Pride wasn't just another club. It was documented from the ground up. Lower divisions, limited resources, players chasing a dream. The Road to KPL series wasn't polished propaganda, it was struggle on camera, and that's what made it powerful. People didn't just watch matches, they watched progress. They watched belief turn into results, promotions, wins, momentum. It felt organic, it felt community-owned, and most importantly, it felt different from corporate football culture. Early on, something critical was said: no gambling sponsors, or the club to be associated with gambling.
Am I able to gamble on your 6th Division Kenyan football club? And while we are going to be streaming all our home games live, and we could open a sportsbook, take wagers, probably raise a lot of much needed funding, the answer is no, I will not be opening the books. Kenyan football leagues, and really a lot of leagues around the world, already struggle with corruption and match fixing, so I don't want to enable that by promoting gambling. Also, it's just not something that I want our club associated with. So for all the degenerates out there looking to gamble on 6th Division Kenyan football at 4 in the morning, hate to break it to you, but the books are closed.
That wasn't random. In African football, betting sponsors dominate everything. So saying no, that created moral distinction. It positioned KP as resistant, different, cleaner, principled. When you publicly reject something, you don't just decline money, you build identity, and identity builds loyalty. Now this is where we need to slow down, because gambling in Africa isn't just harmless fun. It doesn't operate the same way it does in wealthier economies. In many regions, high unemployment, low wage stability, economic frustration, limited upward mobility. Football becomes hope. Betting becomes a shortcut to hope. Betting companies understand this deeply. Low entry stakes, mobile integration, aggressive SMS notifications, free bets, near-miss psychology. You don't need large capital, you need belief. And belief is easy to monetize. The cycle looks like this: small loss, chase, near win, chase harder, emotional spike, repeat. It mirrors addiction patterns. Not chemically like meth, but structurally like it. Meth destroys chemically. Gambling destroys financially and psychologically. Savings disappear, rent money vanishes, fractures, and because the losses are small individually, the damage spreads quietly. So when a grassroots story aligns with a betting company, some fans don't see sponsorship, they see normalization of something that has harmed people around them. Then the teaser drops.
Major sponsor secured. Excitement builds.
Then the reveal, Betway. The shift was immediate, not rage, confusion. Didn't you say no gambling? The temperature changed. Once confusion enters, trust starts wobbling. The comment section fractured. Camp 1, this is football and costs money. Camp 2, you built this on principles. Then came the deeper accusations: selling out, damage control, deleting criticism. When the video briefly went private, screenshots circulated. Now it wasn't just about gambling, it was about transparency. And once people believe perception is being managed, the fracture widens. Here's the uncomfortable thought. Why do betting companies sponsor grassroots stories? Because grassroots stories humanize corporations. When a betting logo sits next to a struggling football dream, it doesn't look predatory, it looks supportive. That's powerful optics. So the question emerged, is KP the story, or is KP the shield? That question alone shows how deep the fallout went. Think about Rocky Balboa, the underdog, the street fighter fighting the system. Now imagine Rocky signs with the very corporate structure he was resisting before he earns the victory. Would the story feel the same, or would it feel packaged? This isn't about money being evil, it's about timing, context, narrative alignment. Because once the underdog takes system money, the story texture changes. Here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. KP didn't collapse. Matches continue, training continues, growth continues, but something feels different. And when your brand is built on storytelling, feeling is everything. In community projects, spiritual damage travels faster than financial gain. So did this sponsor kill Kahawa Pride? Financially? Probably not. Structurally? Maybe not. Spiritually? That's the real debate. Because ships don't always sink from waves. Sometimes they sink from decisions made on deck. This isn't mockery. This isn't hatred. This is analysis. Because if grassroots football becomes indistinguishable from corporate football, then what made it special disappears. So now the question isn't whether KP can still win matches. The question is, can it win back the feeling? Or did Road to KPL quietly become Road to KP Hell?